Copywriting for Finance in 2020, This May's War. Rory Stobo, chief copywriter at Sookio, discusses the tricks of the copywriter's trade which readers can immediately put into practice. You're stealing from yourself every time you sit down at a keyboard, and you're not alone. The swag-bagging burglar called professionalism stalks from Ilford to Inverness, helping himself to a cut of your hard work whenever you make a sales pitch. But there's a new sheriff in town. He knows that professionalism is a façade. Behind the mask dwells the villainous moustache of pedantry. In a world where a stuffed meerkat props up the most recognisable financial services brand in the UK, pedantic no longer cuts the mustard. The dialectic between digital culture and industry has produced a new breed of consumer. Brits spend 24 hours online each week, 62% of which happens on a smartphone. The speed at which culture disseminates and evolves makes the traditional finance spiel completely obsolete. We've moved way beyond the old plain language argument, although many firms never even engaged with this. If you want your fair cut of a creative, tech-savvy economy raising billions each year, it's time to change the way you communicate. Changing the record. Talking about what you do, in a way which resonates with those outside the finance bubble, can be torturous. You're asking yourself to unlearn all the lingo, to let go of what you had to grasp before you could take a respected place among your peers. Those peers can also throw a spanner in the works. Internal resistance to adopting a less technical tone in communications can be tremendous. In fairness, these objections aren't entirely codswallop. Linguists themselves accept, for example, that language is inseparable from context. Kim Garwood of the University of Waterloo has much to say here. Garwood is a plain language advocate, but the beauty of her work lies in engaging with criticism, not just waving it away. She's upfront about language's inherent bias. Language is not simply a neutral container for communicating ideas. It is itself an object of study. The writer is a subject of language as much as he is an agent of it. Financial jargon has not arisen from some sadistic desire to bamboozle the layman. It evolved from necessity so that, when two journeymen meet, there's no need to preamble for hours defining terms. It's as much about what you don't have to say as it is about the words you use. So yes, the boomer plain language averse aren't completely incorrect. Dumbing down does risk sacrificing accuracy for clarity. For more on this story, visit the news article link.